Unless you're one of the lucky bunch that managed to keep a high school sweetheart and get married to them, most of us will experience a breakup sometime in our lives, or you will experience a breakup in your life. And unfortunately, some people don't know how to heal from their past trauma, and they bring this stuff into their next relationships, which is really sad, but I'm just kind of making this video to help prevent those sorts of things. I would say the first step towards healing in your life, healing from a breakup, is just letting yourself feel everything that happened. I would say, depending on if you're in school, if you finish school, or if you're working, try to give yourself like a week off from all the stress and all the noise that's going on. If you can take time off, take time off. If you can just like, if you're on holidays, maybe just try to spend that week doing as little as possible, just trying to distract yourself. Not distract yourself, but give yourself something to help you, cope with the pain that's going on, so that you can feel everything, but you can also just like you focus your attention elsewhere. Because the first week is the hardest week. That's where you're gonna feel a lot of the emotions, a lot of everything that's going on, and kind of like the disbelief that it's all over. That is the week where you should just feel like a bum. Like, you're allowed to feel like a bum, you're allowed to cry, you're allowed to get all your emotions out. That's what you should feel. Then the next step is week 2. This is the week where you're really just gonna start to delete all the photos and everything of your partner one by one. This is the hard part, because it is very hard to look at all those photos and memories that you made together and delete them all. But this makes it a lot easier in the long run, because once you get rid of those photos, there's literally nothing to look back on but memories. Like, all you can do is remember them, but you can't look at any of the photos. You can't reminisce by looking at photos, and that just makes it a whole lot easier, because you low-key start to forget them. I know it sounds kind of sad to forget someone you were in love with, or blah blah blah, but that is like a healthy sign that you're starting to move on, bro. You're just starting to forget some things that was going on. And yeah, I would say during that week, yeah, you're just slowly getting rid of all the photos, everything that's happened between you two. And if you haven't, stop talking to them. I would recommend that you do, because you shouldn't hold on to things in the past. You have to be open to what can be. And the only way to be open to what can be is to let go of what was. And, as hard as it is to let go of someone, it will save you in the long run. That's why, if you can, like, even for me, like, what I do sometimes is I block them. And this is not on any hate. This is literally just so I see them less. Like, I just want to see them less, not know what's going on in their lives, so that I can just like work on myself, become healthier, and just like, you know, just like truly start that healing process, bro, because the healing process is long. No matter what anyone tells you, everyone's healing process is different. Some people heal a lot faster than others, and some people take a really long time to heal. I'm like somewhere in the middle. It depends how long the relationship was and what happened and how we ended. But like, don't let anyone tell you that, oh, 1 year, 2 years is too long to be stuck on like these ex feelings, bro. It's never a time thing. Everyone is different. Everyone heals differently. But like, once you've done all that, you've cut off your ex, you've deleted all the photos, the next step is to find a hobby. You find a hobby, something that you can do to take out all your emotion. I would say sports is really good, the gym is good, reading or art. Those are all really good options, because you can express yourself and express everything that you're feeling. Like, I don't know how many times I have to say this, but it's really good to express your feelings when you're in this sort of state of mind, because you will feel the worst. Especially if it's your first heartbreak, you will feel horrible, man. Like you might not be able to eat, you might not be able to sleep. So being able to put your energy towards something else really helps. That's why there was a ton of memes of like the gym, like, ah, your girl just broke up with you, your girl just cheated on you, let's go to the gym. Because the gym is a great place to go if you're feeling lost and you're feeling like you need to put your energy somewhere, because lifting weights really helps. It really helps you clear your mind. It really helps you push all that anger out of you, and it helps you see growth in yourself, because you get to see your muscles and your body develop as you're developing yourself and you're developing your mental state of mind. And like I'd say the fourth step between like to heal is to have some alone time. Like this can really be the whole time, but like what I mean by alone time is that you shouldn't jump from talking stage to talking stage or relationship to relationship. Give yourself some time alone. You don't need to be talking to someone at all, in fact. I know this is hard because some people really struggle to be alone, but I'm telling you, you don't need to be with a woman or man if you just gotten out of a relationship. You can have your friends around, that's cool. Like you need your friends to support you, but you don't need to be romantically involved with anybody. And I'm telling you this because it's not fair on them. It's not fair on the person that you're talking to, that you still have these feelings latched on with your ex, or like you haven't healed properly, because like you're just gonna ruin that relationship too. I'm gonna be honest, unless you heal quickly or whatever, because unless you do that, like I just really think it's not the best option. Like you really just need to focus on yourself, because you need to reflect on what happened in the relationship. Sometimes it might have been the other partner's fault, or sometimes it might have actually been yours. You need to reflect on what happened, and you can only do that when you're by yourself, because you don't have anyone feeding these delusions to you, bro. Because at the end of the day, you and your partner are the only ones that know what happened in the relationship. You guys are the only ones that know why you broke up. And that's why it's very important that you really just take everything in and realize, like, maybe I was in the wrong, or maybe, like, she was in the wrong, and what you can do better next time. Because every relationship is a stepping stone. It is something that you can learn from, and it's really good to learn from these sort of situations, because it's just a waste if you don't. It's just a waste if you choose not to learn from it, because you need to be prepared for what happens next time, because maybe they weren't treating you right, maybe there was signs here and there, and if you don't pick up on these earlier, the same thing's just going to happen over and over again. And I'd say the final step between healing and just everything you're going through is being able to forgive your partner and forgive yourself. Because one thing I've learned is that harboring onto the emotions of hate and just everything just negative between them it doesn't help you in any sort of way. It doesn't help you feel any better. Being able to let go, being able to set yourself free from them, is truly just being able to forgive them. Because once you forgive them, you've truly let go of everything that happened. And I know, like, some people be cheated on, some people be this and that. Like, trust me, I've been there. I've had my fair share of trauma happen to me. But like, truly, I'm saying the only way you can get over everything that happened, to truly move on, you have to be able to forgive them for what they did. It doesn't mean they have to be in your life at all. No, it just means that you've accepted what happened and you finally moved on. And that's truly all I really got to say with being able, trying to move on, trying to get through relationships and breakups, because it's a lot. It's a lot to process. It's hard to handle all these emotions. It's hard to go through this sort of thing. But if you can put in the right steps, put in the right work on yourself, it will make everything easier for you. I promise you, everything will be easier. And trust me, the grass, it does get greener. Don't listen to people saying the grass doesn't get greener. It always gets greener. And it might take a long time. It might take 5 years. It might take 10 years. But you will eventually find someone. And there is someone out there for you. I know That shit is annoying to hear when you just got out of a breakup, but there is unfortunately a lot of fish in the sea. Like there is a lot of people out there, and this world is very big. You will eventually find someone, even if it just takes a long time. But there's no need to rush into relationships. There's no need to do this and that, because at the end of the day, like there's like a 50% divorce rate. So and it's mainly because people be rushing into stuff. Like you don't have to be married at a certain age. You don't have to have kids at a certain age. You don't have to do this and that at a certain age. There's no time limit. Don't feel pressured by anybody to be anywhere with your in your like own life, like in terms of like having a partner, because realistically some people find love at 40, some people find it at 18, some people find it at 70, some people find it at 50. Like it's no time limit, but what you really want to do is focus on becoming the better version of yourself, so that when the right person comes along, you know everything to do. Like you know what to do, you know how to do it, and you know how to handle these sort of situations, because relationships aren't perfect. They always have their ups and downs, but as long as you have the foundation and you've done everything you can to work on yourself to become the best version of yourself, you'll be fine. You'll be all right. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. Best of wishes to anyone that's going through a lot right now, and I promise you it does get better. It just takes time. See you later.